Hi, my name is Andy Boyle, and welcome to The Primer. This is a video how-to series on the Forensic Technology product line and some tips and tricks on how I think you can best use them to get the most efficient use out of them. So if you've been watching a few of these videos, you've seen a lot of my preferences in action there as far as how I like to set up the multi-viewer. Today, I want to get into the side-by-side viewer, so when you actually go to do a one-on-one comparison between two cartridge cases. So from the multi-viewer, your reference is already pre-selected. This is your reference, and now if I want to bring this test up here for a comparison, I just have to double-click on him to highlight him in blue, and then I can click on the side-by-side viewer here to do a side-by-side comparison between these two. Now I have this set up to emulate the factory defaults again, and so the pair of images that we start off looking at here are actually the ring light image here. We can see the image overlay. Our choices are none, ring light, which is selected, side light 6, all in focus, or depth grayscale. And that image overlay you can combine with a composition as well to get a different experience for how you view the actual exhibits. So from that ring light view, I would actually go down and select depth grayscale. And depth grayscale is the raw 3D here, and it's showing the grayscale for every single pixel in this image. A shade of gray is used to display that pixel color from absolute black to absolute white, and the shade of gray itself is relevant to the topography on the surface. And so this kind of looks a little cloudy to the human eye, but it's actually giving the computer algorithm pixel point precision on exactly what that surface topography is. And so anything that the algorithm does with 3D is based off of this grayscale image and what each shade of gray per pixel actually represents. To make this a little easier on the human eye, my go-to color has always been copper. I would choose copper as a composition, and it gives it that reflective coating here now. And if I give a right click to change my mouse now from that plus sign to the circle, I'm going to grab the reference exhibit. And because my reference here is locked, the position is locked, that means when I move my reference, it's going to move the test as well. So these two will move in unison in real time. And I love to have that little bit of wiggle under the light, because as both of them are moving simultaneously here, I will focus on the two cardinal points that are similar between the two. So if I'm looking at the far right side here on this one, I'll concentrate on the far right side over here as well. And I could even bring him over to bring him closer. And I want to see when and how different features react at the same time, at the same place on both exhibits there. And having that reference locked and moving both simultaneously is a real powerful tool to see when those topographies have information that's in sync between each other. That'll be a good place to stop with this first video. I'm going to do a lot more on this subject here, but I don't want any particular video to get too long. So just to recap here, image overlay is none, ring light, side light 6, all in focus. And then you've got your depth grayscale raw 3D. Combine that with a composition like copper, and you can have that reflect within that side light as you move this around. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the channel for future content, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.